Welcome, and thank you for attending this webinar. Today, we're going to be discussing how to paint, reface your cabinets, pretty much how to update your kitchen without spending a boatload, without spending a ton of money. And we're going to hop into that today. Not sure how you heard about us or where you heard about us, but here are some reviews of some projects that we've done and how some customers have given us feedback. This is Darden Cobb. Wow, what a great transformation by Enhance. They took our red cabinets and professionally reconditioned them to a gray color. They did an exceptional job of masking areas that were to be protected from paint. They took extreme attention to details and completed everything in a timely manner as promised. We could not be more pleased with the results. Great. So this is Ashton. Enhance recently completed a total transformation of our kitchen and did a beautiful job correcting another company's less than desirable work. Jesse, Jason, Daniel, and David were committed to giving us our dream kitchen and went above and beyond to make certain we were pleased with the outcome. Project took a little longer than we originally thought, but some of the issues were out of Enhance's control, such as manufacturing delays and holidays. Daniel and David and the rest of the team were very meticulous and great to work with on site. They are quick to respond and advise on the status of the project. I'm thrilled with our kitchen and wish we had chosen Enhance from the start. Okay. This is Michael. This team worked very professionally and with quality while respecting our lives and home. I was thankful that they made us feel like we knew every step of their refinishing process and made sure we were happy each step of the way. Our cabinets came out very well and within the time frame that we agreed upon. I know our project was not easy, especially since we tried a DIY the refinishing last winter. Spare yourself and call the experts. Okay, this is Leslie. We hired Jason's team to fix a very bad cabinet paint job in the kitchen done the month before. It was so bad that this team had to start all over from the beginning to end. They finished the work in 5 days and my cabinets look brand new. David and Dee are exceptional representatives of this enhanced team. They kept me informed of their arrival and departure times to my house and texted me a summary of the work done each day. I felt completely comfortable in giving them a key to my house. Great cleanup after the job. They were very particular about details and made sure all our new cabinet pulls were aligned and the doors rehung perfectly. I recommend this particular enhanced team without hesitation. I will use them again. As you can see, there's a common underlying theme. Customers may have hired someone else. We come in and clean it up, or maybe they try to do it yourself on their own. And it usually didn't work out, and we came in and we saved the day. And so if you want, you go on Google and you can see a lot of our reviews. I think I had about 50 reviews, and out of the 50, I would say 47 were great 5-star reviews. So I think that's a pretty good track record right there. So just going through a few of them. Okay, so you just see the idea about our work. And so a little bit about me. I've done over 800 kitchens. I've done multiple projects with HGTV. I've been a top 5 revenue producer for the largest kitchen remodeling franchise in the country. And I've worked with some of Atlanta's biggest influencers such as Egypt Sherrard and her husband, Mike, on Property Brothers. And she's also on Married to Real Estate, TikTok influencers, Jarrell and Jarius. And I've also worked with Ludacris's wife on, her project in her basement kitchen. And you could see below some projects that Enhance has done and also my company has been involved with as well. So probably wondering, how did I learn this? How did Jason get started in this? So this was me attending cabinet painting school and kitchen remodeling school. So this was the franchise's training. This was located in Logan, Utah. I believe this was about 6 years ago. Me and my brother, we spent about 2 weeks learning the ins and outs. And that's my trainer, Dave. And he pretty much taught me almost everything that I needed to know to be a master in this industry, and just all the details that you're going to need in order to be able to pull these jobs off smoothly. So this is the very first kitchen that I did. This is in Utah. Okay. And this is a little video of Dave giving some pointers.
All right, what are we doing, Dave? Okay, we're gonna fix this drip. So we got a little bit of a drip with our top coat. So I just take paper towel and I'm just gonna kind of dab it just a little bit because I want to get rid of that level.
All right. So he would intervene and coach us on how to do like little small touch-ups, fixes to make sure everything goes smooth. That's my younger brother, Stefan. So he was actually helping me on this project. I think we just got done masking and priming this kitchen, getting it all, prepped for the final paint. And this was towards the end. I mean, I had a lot of paint on my face, and you could see I worked really hard during that period of time to get these kitchens done. So here's how that kitchen looked after. I mean, I was so proud. I really was. And seeing that, I was blown away because I was initially told before the cost to update a kitchen when I was researching this was anywhere between $15,000 and $20,000. And this customer, they paid between like 4 or 5 grand or maybe even less. I'm not sure, but it's a fraction of the price that you would normally pay. So here's another project. So this is the before. This customer had raised panel, arch doors, very dated oak cabinets, and here's the after. I mean, that looks incredible, right? Here's another project that we did. This is a reface. So this is the before, and then this is the after. I mean, looks incredible. Here's another one. This is the before, very dated, looks very 80s, old, brown, dark. And here's how it looked after. It's amazing. So usually whenever you're talking about options in the cabinet painting, refacing, etc., these are your options. So you're going to have basic cabinet painting, premium cabinet painting, and you're going to have cabinet refacing. So let's discuss all three. So the first is basic cabinet painting. The benefits of basic cabinet painting is a lot of times the work is all done on site. It's all done in the home. So you're typically going to get this project done in about 2 or 3 days. It's not going to take a lot of time. There's no risk of overspray because a lot of times the boxes and the doors are rolled, and it's definitely going to be the lowest price. It requires the least amount of time, least amount of labor. So you're definitely going to save money in that aspect. So they're going to be able to charge a lower price. The downside is it's not as smooth as a factory finish or a high-end refinish job. And also the cabinets can sometimes have a painted look to it or an orange pill texture. And we'll get into that. We'll get into that a little later. So this is some examples of premium cabinet painting. So your second option is premium cabinet painting. The benefits are the doors are individually sprayed with a spray gun. So that way you're going to get a factory smooth finish most times. If the technician is using the proper paint and using the proper equipment to get the project done, it's going to be cheaper than refacing and significantly cheaper than doing a gut job. The downside is it does take a little bit longer than your typical basic cabinet painting job, but not too much longer, only about 4 days versus 2. There's a chance of overspray, maybe some paint getting on the wall. The technician will just have to touch that up on the last day. And it is going to be more expensive than like your basic cabinet painting. All right. And the last is refacing. So refacing is where you're getting all new doors and drawer fronts. I usually recommend refacing for older kitchens where the customer doesn't like the door style. I personally believe this is the highest return on investment. It is going to be more expensive than your basic cabinet painting and your high-end cabinet painting. But I mean, the transformation is stunning. I mean, you can look at the picture below and you can just see how much different that kitchen looks with those new doors versus like the older raised panel doors. And typically it's going to be complete in about the same amount of time in the house, about 4 days. Now, it does take about 2 or 3 weeks for the doors to arrive after they've been measured and ordered. So that's, I would say, the benefits of cabinet refacing. Downside is more expensive, and you more than likely are going to need new hinges. Sometimes you might need new drawer boxes if your drawer boxes are dated. Okay. Now, some of the issues that I've seen with basic cabinet painting is just the way it's applied. It's very hard to get it to a factory smooth finish. And these are some kitchens that were done like with basic cabinet painting. And there's a high risk that your kitchen might come out looking like this, where you could see drips, you could see overspray, you could see brush marks. It's just not a smooth look. Again, from a distance, let's say the kitchen down below in the left-hand corner, it looked fine from a distance, but once you get closer to it, you can see that it has a brushed roll type of finish. It looks like the cabinets were painted. Doesn't look like a factory smooth paint job to me. This is a project a customer begged me. This customer literally begged me to come out to their house to fix it. I mean, the paint job was so terrible. I think he ended up throwing the painters out of the house because he had to get this house sold and he needed us to come in and fix it. And you could just see how bad that job was. It was terrible. So these are just some of the issues that you might come across whenever you're looking at basic cabinet painting. Again, the benefit is if you're looking for the lowest price, you're not going to beat basic cabinet painting. The downside is, I mean, you're going to get what you pay for. All right. So the next question that a lot of customers ask are, why does spraying cost so much more than your basic cabinet painting? It just takes longer. That's the main thing. It takes longer. And in order to spray everything has to be professionally masked. The floors have to be covered. The appliances have to be covered. The countertops have to be covered. The backsplash, the walls. What the guys are doing, they're actually turning your kitchen into a spray booth. So in order to get your kitchen prepped this way, it's going to take about a day and a half, maybe 2 days in order to get everything professionally masked. So that amount of time, labor, and extra materials, that's going to be one of the biggest reasons why high-end refinishers charge more than basic cabinet painters. So again, you're going to spend more, but you're going to get a higher quality finish. Also, usually the second day, the guys are coming out there, they got to sand and prime everything. So they're going to prime it, sand it. So that way, whenever they're spraying, they're going to get a factory smooth finish. And they're going to be doing the same, refinishing that they're doing in the kitchen that they're doing on the doors. So this would be an example of the guys spraying the doors at the shop. They're going to prime them, sand them, and then be able to refinish them. Exactly. And so here's the benefit. Let's say average paint job, like what you see on the left side versus a factory smooth finish that you see on the right side. What would you prefer? Even if you had to spend a little bit more money, the left side or the right side? Huge difference. And we had talked earlier about that orange peel texture. So this was a project that I think a different painter did. Like you can see on the left side, you could see it has a cottage cheese orange peel texture. And then you see the doors that my guy sprayed on the right. It is a factory smooth finish. I mean, anyone could see a noticeable difference in the quality. It's not even close. Not even close. So a big thing is the color. These are some of the popular colors that a lot of our clients will choose. Ultra white's very popular, simply white. We used to do a lot of Swiss coffees, not as much anymore, just because it's more of a like an off-white. Blues are starting to get popular. Grays are starting to get popular. You also have two tones, like you see in the bottom right corner, where a customer may choose to have the lower cabinets one color or the island one color, and the upper cabinets a second color. And of course, we could do any color that you like. So the only thing that we would need from you is a swatch. I usually recommend Sherwin-Williams or Behr, which is a part of Home Depot, just because they're going to have the most selection. But again, we're not using Behr paint. We're not using Sherwin-Williams Behr paint. We're using a very high-end catalyzed lacquer. That's going to lay very smooth. And I'm also asked, like, Jason, what are your favorite colors? To me, this is one of my favorite kitchens. I love the color. I love the two-tone, love the countertops. And this way you get to see like what's trendy, what I like as of, let's say we're in February of 2023. You ask me later in the year, this may change, but this is kind of what's popular right now, what I like. Now to brush over this real quick. If you did want to get doors, you would just go to decor.com. And from here, you would see all of the door options that you can choose from. Right now, we're doing a lot of standard shaker style doors. You can see this one's a flat panel shaker style door, and this one's an MDF door. This door here, it's a shaker, but it's more of an MDF material. And this is how a wood door would look whenever it's completely, when it's not painted as it comes to us in the factory. Another thing that you're going to want to consider when you're doing these updates is the hardware. You're going to have to get new pulls, maybe new knobs, or if you want, you can keep your own. One option is locally. You can go to Richelieu, which is local, in order to get your pulls or your knobs. Or again, you go back to Decor, which is spelled DECORE.com, Decor. Click on hardware. You can see all the options for the pulls, or you can click on knobs and see all of the options for knobs. All right. I also like to discuss what is painted and what's not painted. So the inside of the cabinets are only painted if it's glass doors, but typically the inside of the cabinets are not painted. The quarter rounds, the baseboards, the toe kicks, and the crown molding are painted, and typically under the cabinets where you have your lighting are not painted. So let's go ahead and look at a few projects. So this kitchen, this is very similar to a lot of projects that we do in Georgia. They like their countertops, they like their appliances. They didn't want to rip everything out, just wasn't necessary. So this is a picture of how it looked before, and here's how it looked after. Huge difference. All right. This is a reface project. You can see the raised panel really dates it. They needed a little bit more work. They need to get rid of those raised panel doors, the doors with the arches. They didn't like their hood vents. So here's the before, and then you see the after. Huge difference. And here's it from a different angle. So here's the before, and there's the after. Before, after. Okay. Before, I like to show this kitchen because this is oak cabinets. So this way you can see how the cabinets look after they're sprayed. We can't change the wood species. So this is the before, and then you see how it looks after. Still looks beautiful. It's a gray kitchen before. We went ahead and did the tile, and here's the after. Huge difference. Before, changed the countertops and the tile. After, kept the same doors. All right. So let's talk about the process. Jason, how does this look whenever you guys are in the house? Typically, it's going to take about 4 days. So day one, we're going to pick up all the doors. The guys are going to create a map so that way they know exactly where the doors go back after they're done. So they're going to pull all the doors, right? Again, they're going to turn your kitchen into a spray booth. They're going to mask everything that's not going to be sprayed. Appliances, countertops, backsplash, floor, everything's going to be covered. So they're going to, at this point, this has been primed. They're going to sand it. They're going to prime it again. And then they're going to go to doing the spraying of the cabinet boxes. And again, that same process is done back home at the back at the shop with the doors. So again, this is the before of this kitchen, and then this is the after. I mean, huge. I got to show that again. That's a huge transformation. I don't want to gloss over that. Look how dated this kitchen looked before. I mean, it was not anything appealing. And here's how it looked after. I mean, that is incredible. That's incredible. And again, this is done at a fraction of the cost of what a typical kitchen remodel would normally cost. Let's not forget that. This is the before, this is the after. Before. Look at those ugly exposed hinges. Those copper exposed hinges look disgusting. After, let's get rid of those. All right. So let's talk about price. You guys are probably wondering, Jason, how much does this cost? Again, let me remind you, if you're to go to Home Depot, if you're to contact a kitchen designer, you just go on Google, you're typically looking at spending 15, 20, 30K to get your kitchen updated. Now with us, it's a fraction of that. Now we're just going to talk about the painting of the doors. So you're looking at about $88 per door and $48 per drawer front, a drop in the bucket. To do the box, you're looking at about $900 to $1,250 to update the box, and then the labor for the install and to adjust, and then of course the materials. So your options are, let's say option one, you like your cabinet doors, you just want them updated, you don't want to rip everything out. I would go with premium cabinet painting. Depending on how many doors that you have, we're going to get into that, and I'll let you just take a screenshot on the next slide to show you pretty much how much it's going to cost in your particular situation. So premium cabinet painting, but you could look at spending between $2,500 and $4,500. It could be more for a very large kitchen, but typically that's ideally what you're looking to spend. Refacing, about $4,500 plus, because you're going to have to add in the new doors. And option D, do nothing. So we're going to get into all that. All right. So please take a picture of this or a screenshot. We're going to walk through a basic, like a smaller kitchen that has, let's say it has about, how many doors? It has under 25 doors and drawers. So it's going to be a smaller box, $900. The doors are, again, smaller box, you're looking at $900 to do the box. Medium box, it's going to be between 25 and 35 doors and drawers. And then a large box is going to be over 35 doors and drawers. Okay. And then each door, you're looking at $88 to $48 for each drawer front. And then the install delivery, you see the prices on that. So again, please take a picture, and then we're going to do some math on your kitchen. Let's pause for 1 second. Go ahead, take a picture, screenshot, however you want to do to capture this slide. Got it? Good. All right, so let's go to the next slide. Started speaking a little earlier, but we're going to do an example of a smaller box, let's say 25 doors, drawers, or less. So to do the box, you're looking at $900. That's labor to do the box. To do the doors, let's pretend that this kitchen has 16 doors. So 16 times 8, 88. You see the price for painting the doors. You see the price for doing the drawer fronts. And then you also have the delivery, the install, delivery, etc. for 100. So we add that all up, $900 to do the box, $1,400 roughly to do the door painting and drawer fronts. Add another $240 for the drawer fronts, and then another $400 to do the install, delivery. So you're looking at $2,948 plus materials, which would be like paint, primer, etc. That's incredibly inexpensive in order to get your kitchen updated. So just imagine your wife or your husband coming in and seeing that beautiful updated kitchen, you know, for that price. I mean, it's really a drop in the bucket. Okay. So I'm not sure how long you've been looking to get this done. You may have worked with different companies. Maybe someone else came out to your house. Maybe someone talked to you. And you hear all kind of things. You know, one company, they have the cheapest price. They got the best price. Other companies, hey, we got the best paint, right? Other companies, we have the best guys. Our guy's been in business for like 30 years. Okay, old man paint company, right? They've been in business for whatever. Other people, hey, we have the best process. We have this process that no one can beat. But how do you make a decision on all this? I mean, because you've never really done this. And one thing I thought was, typically I would do a bathroom reface. You're looking at about $1,000 to do a bathroom reface, say $995, you know, so that's doors, drawers, everything for a bathroom reface. And here's a reface, or here's a bathroom that we did right here. Very old, updated. Countertops look great. Don't need to change that. It's just the knobs are old. The doors are old. You can see at the bottom, it's starting to fray. It's very dated. So again, this is the before and this is the after. It's a huge transformation, huge, huge. And so what I'm doing for a very limited time, not long, very limited time, because again, let's go back here to where, how do you choose a company? How do you know who you can trust? Everyone's going to say they got the best price. Everyone's say they have, or some people are going to say they have the best paint. Some people have the best guys or best process, whatever. How do you choose? How do you choose? All right. So for a very limited time, I'm going to do your bathroom absolutely free. I mean, that's unheard of in this industry. Again, I'm not going to be able to do it for long. I've already, been getting people to sign up for that offer the second I've offered it, and I really haven't even advertised it much. So you're going to be able to get a bathroom that looks like this, and we'll turn it to this almost for free, pretty much for free. So as long as you're using the same doors, it's going to cost you nothing. The only thing you're going to pay is just the paint. Just give us $68 to cover the paint. And again, this is only while supplies last. And if you do want to get doors, you want to place those out, reface, let me know and I'll get you the price on that. But this is insane to be able to offer a bathroom update pretty much for free. You're just paying me for the paint, okay? Another thing I'm going to do is, just for you listening to this call, like, there's no risk at all. So I've been doing this for quite a long time. I've accumulated a lot of contacts in the industry: carpenters, tile people, countertop people, floor people, electricians, tradespeople, etc. I'm going to give you my contacts. I would say it's worth over $100,000 because I know the people that are going to do the job right and do it right the first time, and the people that are going to, screw around in your kitchen, your bathroom, and take forever to get it done. I've gotten rid of those people. So the people that I work with, I know they're legit. I know the people that are going to be able to measure doors, drawer fronts. I'm going to be able to take care of that for you. My countertop person, get a free measurement for you as well. My carpenter contact, my plumber contact, my lighting specialist. If you're looking to upgrade a front door or doors in your house, my elegant front door specialist. My floor guy, he is just incredible. I mean, he's done a couple high-end people. One was an Olympian. I probably should have added that in the front. Yeah, a gold medalist. Her name was Sonia Richards Ross. We did her kitchen. He did the floors. It came out incredible. Also, my tile and backsplash person. I'm going to give this to you. Think about it. Also, I'm going to give you my contact of how I get 3D high definition renderings like you see on this picture. I'm going to give that to you for free. Just ask for it. Give that to you absolutely free. So let's say we decide not to work together, etc. I'm still going to allow you to use my people for the measurements, the countertops, plumbing contacts. I'm going to give you those contacts just for listening to this. Again, I know the people that can get this done, get your kitchen done. You more than likely you don't. More than likely you don't, and I'm not saying that in an arrogant way or boastful way. I'm saying that is because of my experience. I know the people that are going to get it done, and I have those contacts. And for you to listen to this call, I'm just going to give it to you. Absolutely free, no risk involved. All right, so you're probably wondering, hey, why am I doing this? Giving away a free bathroom, giving away my contacts, etc. I'm doing this because you don't know me or any of these companies. And so this is probably the first time that you're updating your kitchen. So how can you truly trust that they're going to say that they're going to do what they're going to do, or that I'm going to do what I'm going to do? So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. Also, with my new company, Black Walnut, I accumulated a ton of reviews for my previous company, Enhance North Atlanta. Now I have to build up more reviews in order to search higher or be, ranked higher on Google SEO. I think you need a minimum of about 20 reviews in order to rank high. So I just started the company about literally a month ago, probably a few weeks ago. It was in February. So it hasn't been long. So I really have to get those reviews, and you get the reviews by getting a lot of clients and doing great work, and really have no problem with that. But we got to get that great work in order to rank higher. And I'm going to provide a sample of my service because I feel so strongly in the work that my team does that you're going to definitely want, even though there's no obligation to buy. But after you see my work and you see how that bathroom looks, and it's not going to cost you really anything, you just pay for our paint. What is the logical thing to do? Of course, you're going to hire us. Now, if you don't, that's fine too. There's no obligation, but to update your bathroom for next to nothing to see our work, I'm that confident that you're going to want to go with us. And also because everyone boasts about how great they are and what they can do, this is me putting my money where my mouth is. This is a loss leader. I'm going to lose money by paying my guys to do those doors, paying them to do the bathroom. But when you see the work, you're going to tell all your friends about it. And that's pretty much how we plan to start off this year, by doing that work. And like I said, I don't have a lot of space available to do that. I'm only allotted right now for 30 clients. I already have a few that have already booked that offer. So that's going to change very soon. So if you're looking to get this started, I would say within the next month, let me tell you everything that you're going to be getting. Again, everything's going to be professionally masked, doors clean, primed, sanded, front and back by craftsmen who have done over 20,000 cabinet doors. The doors are going to be factory finished. They're going to be smooth. They're going to look like glass. They're going to look incredible. Also, you're going to get a week kitchen transformation from before and after. Typically, you're looking at spending $10,000 to $15,000 or more in order to get that done. We're going to do that at a fraction of the cost. You're going to get your bathroom updated, a bathroom vanity. I'm going to throw in one. Typically, that's $950. You're going to get that absolutely free. Plus, you're going to get my 5-year compiled Rolodex of the best tradespeople. You're looking at a value of about $17,900, right? The pay schedule, typically, if you were to go with, let's say, getting new doors or refacing or cabinet painting, the deposit's 50%, then you'll pay 25% after the box is completed, and then the final payment after the doors are installed. So let's go over prices one more time. If you didn't take the screenshot before, please take it now. I'd like you to go in your kitchen and go ahead and add these things up. Again, a small box, meaning like your kitchen cabinet box, it's going to be 25 doors and drawers or less, right? Medium's going to be between 25 and 35. A larger box, it's going to be more than 35. Each door is $88 to paint. Each drawer front is $48 to paint. And then we have the install and the delivery, adjust, etc., plus materials. So take a picture of that and we'll go on to the next step. All right. So at this point, you have 4 options. You could choose the premium cabinet painting. Like I said, it's going to be between $2,500 and $4,500. Refacing typically starts right around $4,500. Or you could like, hey, Jason, I'm not quite ready to pull the trigger on those, but yeah, let's just do the bathroom, see how that looks, and then we'll go from there. Or you could do nothing and leave your kitchen the way it is, which you're obviously not happy with, or you would not have been watching this webinar. So those are going to be your four options. Basic cabinet painting, I wouldn't do that just because, I mean, I guess that is an option, but I wouldn't go there if you're looking to enjoy your house or sell it profitably. All right, so if this sounds like something that could be a solution for you and you want a more confirmed quote and you're ready to move forward, go ahead and give me a call. My number is 770-450-0869, or you could just send a text like, hey, Jason, I'm ready to go. Just send over the pricing and let's go ahead and get this started. Or Jason, I'm looking to, take you up on that offer for the bathroom cabinet refinish for free, and I'll cover the paint. So again, my number is 770-450-0869.